Hi, my name is Scott Wilcox, and this is my show called Down Holiday Road.
Up in the Midwest, you find a great
Well, this
place
episode
to
is one
go.
of my first. So what I would like to do is I'd like to take some time to talk to you about a little bit of who I am and where I'm from. But rather than just tell you the story, I thought maybe I'd just sing you a song. This is a song called America. I was born in Ohio, the son of a radio man. My father fought for his country in a country called Vietnam. I was raised on the highway, living in a moving van. Though I was born in this country, and this country's who I am. Yeah, yeah. America's love, hope, the hope that we'll all be free. Yeah. Spark a little one's eyes the first time that they see America. America. I was raised in the heartland, Wisconsin suits me fine. I shall travel the USA, following that dotted line. I've been down to Mobile, north to the Alaska Range. Though the faces are always changing, the country remains the same. Yeah, yeah. America's the love, hope, the hope that we'll all be free. Despite a little one's eyes the first time that they see America. America. Now I am a father, dad to three fine kids. I'm able to raise them to do the fighting that my father did. My grandpa was captured by the Nazis in World War II. What will you give for your country, for all it's given to you? Yeah, yeah. America's the love, hope, the hope that we'll all be free. Spark a little one's eyes the first time that they see America. 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 Well, like I said, that's my story, basically. When I grew up, my father was a radio disc jock. He'd learned to be a radio disc jock in Vietnam, in Saigon. He was part of Air America during that time. Now, he always said his job wasn't all that exciting, but he did get to learn a lot about radio. So as soon as he got out of the Air Force, he became a commercial disc jock and played quite a few places around the United States, one of those being Omaha, Nebraska. He played he was a disc jockey at a station called KOIL. It no longer exists, but used to be a rock AM station at the time. And so it was always really kind of fun to have a dad who was a disc jock and get to see all the crazy things that they do growing up. I had a pretty musical family growing up. My father was musical. He sang with a doo-wop band in the 50s. My grandfather was a professional trumpeter, played trumpet with Wayne King in the big band days, and he was just fantastic. He kind of thought his career was going to take off, and so he really concentrated a lot on his career until World War II came, and then signed up and went to war. But that's a whole other story for another day. As far as me, I was born to a family that when I was 12 years old, my father, just for whatever reason, decided that he didn't want to stick around anymore. But my mom was fantastic. She took it up to the slack, and she got 3 jobs, and she worked real hard to make sure my sister and I could make it. And we did. It was hard, but we did. We made it just fine. So when I was growing up, I always showed a lot of talent. I'd been playing music and singing since I was just a baby, and started writing music when I was 12. Right about that time, my dad left. My grandpa decided he'd take up the reins and he'd teach me how to write music. So he taught me a few chords on the piano, taught me a song called When the Moon Comes Over the Mountain, and I took those 3 chords and kind of wrote my first song from that song. And I was hooked ever since. But because I grew up in a musical family, they all kind of knew how hard the music business was. So they did all they could to kind of discourage me from doing it professionally. They said, music's a hobby. Don't quit your day job. I think because a lot of them probably wanted to, but were scared. But like a good son and grandson, I listened. So I took some other jobs for quite some time, and I got my degree in advertising and marketing. I did that for a while. Then I got out of that. I decided I wanted to go back to school, got my master's degree in special education, and then I became a teacher for about 5 years. During that time I was a teacher, I was in this little dinky school district called Brookwood, Norwalk, Ontario, Wilton, Wisconsin. It wasn't very big, but it made up for it in heart, I'll tell you. They were fantastic kids in a fantastic district, and I really made a lot of friends while I was there. Every single morning when the kids would come in, as often as I could, I'd get out my guitar and I'd play a song for them, and I'd tell them, guys, you need to go out there and you need to find your calling in life. And I don't know what it is. Find something that you're passionate about and stick to it. Just do it. You don't have to do it for a living. You just have to go out and just do it. And then follow it with all your heart, your passion, and your soul. I just kind of did it every morning. It's kind of part of my morning routine. After about 4 or 5 years of teaching there, I had a student come up to me. He'd been a student of mine for a while, and he said, Mr. Wilcox, every single day you come in here and you play your guitar for us and you tell all of us we're supposed to find our calling in life. Well, here you are with all this musical talent, and you're doing nothing with it. Doesn't that kind of make you a hypocrite? Right? So I said, maybe you're right. Maybe there's something to that. So I said, look, I'll go out this summer. I'll play a few shows, see how it goes. I really thought I'd kind of stink, and I'd come back and say, I told you I was bad, But weirdest thing happened. After playing out for about, probably 3 weeks, something like that, my wife and we started watching this Oprah network that just started at the time. And we really liked this show called Life Class. So my wife and I never liked the same show, so the fact that we watched the same show was almost amazing. So she said, you should go check out the website when you get a chance. And so I thought, oh yeah, sure, I'll do that. And I might have waited a little while. That evening, I probably waited till about 11 o'clock. I'd had a couple beers by that time, and I thought, well, I'll take a look. And I looked on the website, and there's a little box that said, if you like the Oprah Life Class shows, send us a video and tell us what you think. And I thought, well, nobody listens to this crap anyway. I can do whatever I want, right? So I decided, well, maybe I won't tell her what I think. Maybe I'll write her a song. So I took all the topics from all the shows for the entire season, and I put them together, and I'll be darned, by the time I put them together, they kind of started to sound like a song. So I put this song together called When You Know Better. Now, how I came up with that name is one of her favorite poets and authors, mine too, quite honestly, is Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou has this quote, says that when you know better, you do better, and it's perfect for someone like me because I make a lot of mistakes. And it's the idea that, maybe after making some of those mistakes, you can grab some tools along the way that'll help you the next time around. So you get put in that situation that maybe you won't make the same mistake twice because you learned a little something along the way. So I took that, plus all the other quotes and all the other titles from the different shows, and I wrote a song. And then I had to send it in as a video because that's what they wanted. And I thought, well, crap, what do I do for a video? So I decided, all right, well, I'll put some family photos together, you know? And I just kind of picked out random family photos that I thought were fun and cute and whatever, and made it a slideshow, this simple little slideshow, and sent them in. However, note to you fellas out there, if you're going to send pictures of your wife into a national TV program, you probably should get her permission first, I'm just saying. She wasn't too happy, but she got over it. So I sent this video in with this song that I recorded over the top of it. And honestly, it didn't have to be perfect because I figured nobody listens to this crap anyway, right? Well, about 3 days later, I get a phone call from Harpo Incorporated, right? It was a producer from the Oprah Life Class show, and he was telling me, he said, you know, Oprah heard your song. She really loves it. She'd love to sing it, have you to sing it live on her show. Well, I almost crap my pants right there, I'll tell you quite honestly, because, you know, I thought, well, I always want to do something in the music business, you know, be able to try to at least make a living from doing music, you know. But I didn't seriously think I'd have the opportunity. And now here the opportunity is just staring you right in the face. Needless to say, I was a little paranoid. So we had to get all this stuff together pretty quick because she wanted me to be on that show for that, you know, next week or whatever. So they sent me this kit in the mail that included a laptop with a camera and microphones and all this stuff because I didn't get to sit on the couch with her. I got to do like Skype, you know, it was kind of big back then. So, you know, I got Skyped into the show, but I thought, you know what? Hey, it's more opportunity than I had before that. So I took her up on it, of course. And the problem is once I got the equipment, I realized we needed a fast internet connection. Well, you probably can't see it, but I live kind of out here in the country, and our internet is horrible out here. So it just wasn't fast enough to be able to be live on a TV show, you know, so we had to figure something else out. Well, I had a good friend of mine that owns a coffee shop downtown here in this little town of Toma where I'm from, and I got to tell you, I called her on the phone and asked her if I could be on Oprah at her place, and she was pretty excited. So she let us do it, and we went downtown. We set up all the equipment, and even though I was more nervous than I'd ever been into my entire life, I survived. Now, I didn't do it alone. My wife, she made sure I wrote down the words to my very own song so that I didn't screw it up, you know. So I kind of could follow along, you know, outside of the camera so that I kind of knew what I was doing, which was good because I was so nervous I couldn't remember anything, you know. I probably would have screwed it up real bad. And the problem with being live on Oprah Winfrey is that it's the first time I ever got an opportunity to really show off what I can do. And if I screw it up, it might be the last opportunity I ever get. And that kept running through my mind, you know. So I was full of anxiety. I was pretty scared. But I pushed on. Because sometimes in life, even when you're scared, you just got to bite the bullet and do it anyway. So I just sat there, listened to Oprah. She came on. She asked me a bunch of beautiful questions. It was amazing. She had another lady named Ayanna Van Zant, and I answered some of her questions. And then I got to sing my song. After I sang my song, the show kind of faded out. And then she did a online version of her show after that. I answered a few more questions, got to talk to her. She was so incredibly pleasant. Honestly, the first billionaire I've ever met, you know, but she was amazing. Really didn't care so much about being star quality or any of that. She just wanted to know about me and about my life and why I wrote this song. And quite honestly, that's all I wanted to hear. So this next song is the song that I wrote for Oprah. But it's really not just for Oprah. For me now, it's kind of a testament to all those people who are afraid to try what they truly want to do in life because they're afraid to fail. You know, I mean, we all know failure is a part of life. We're all going to have our successes, and those things are the kind of things we remember. But it's the failures that gave us the tools and the power to have those successes in the first place. So I hope you like it. This is a song called When You Know Better, and it goes like this. I let go of my ego when I held my newborn child. I let go of my anger when I looked into their eyes. I found that I've become what I truly do believe. When I heard you say to me, the truth shall set me free. Oh, I've taken a knock or two, but when you know better, the better you do. Got the hope to make it through because of you. But you've been there all along, so now I'm giving this song to you. How my joy is rising, I've become what I believe. With my age I've found the time to appreciate true beauty. No one else can take the blame for the life I've had to live. It seems I've had the strength to take, give me the strength to give. Oh, I've taken a knock or two, but when you know better, the better you do. Got the hope to make it through because of you. But you've been there all along, so now I'm giving this song to you. I've taken a knock or two, but when you know better, the better you do. Got the hope to make it through because of you. But you've been there all along, so now I'm giving this song to you. I'm taking a knock or two, but when you know better, the better you do. Got the hope to make it through because of you. But you've been there all along, so now I'm giving this song to you. And that's my Oprah song. Now, I hope you guys like the format of this show. I'm going to try to do this kind of thing every single week. So if you get a chance, I'd love it if you could like the page. I'd love it if you could, subscribe, because the more subscribers I can get, the more I can do this, and the more people I can reach. And I really think it's important for us to be able to communicate about lots of different topics in a way that, we can sometimes agree to disagree, sometimes that we can, compare stories and realize that we're all kind of in the same boat. A lot of times, we think, maybe we're the only one feeling that way. But maybe when you get a chance to talk to people face to face or even on the internet, when you leave a comment down below and, let me know, I felt that way too, then I know I'm not the only one. So it kind of brings us together a little bit. So if you get a chance, I'd love it if you could subscribe to the channel. I promise I'm going to try to have some great content. If you want some other thing added to the show to make it better, leave a comment below and let me know. I'm just kind of making stuff up as I go along here, but I do appreciate any support you can give. And again, my name is Scott Wilcox. You can look up everything you want to know about me at scottwilcox.com on the internet. You can also friend me on songwriter Scott Wilcox on Facebook. I'm all over the place. So I do appreciate it. So thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. It's called Down Holiday Road. And I hope to see you again real soon. Thank you.